Matt.
And this is Lucas.
And this is Thanks for Playing,
the podcast where we break down the most iconic video games the world has to offer.
Ho! Woo! Let's fucking go, Mickey! Let's go!
Woo!
It's almost Christmas, baby!
It's almost
releasing
Christmas.
on what, the 21st? It's 4 days out. Mickey, what'd you ask for Christmas this year?
Well, I pretty much got what I wanted.
A Dodgers
already.
Ohtani jersey?
Don't ruin the moment.
That's what I asked for.
Don't ruin the moment. But I had a massive week in fantasy football because I'm in 5 leagues. In one of my leagues, I was the 8th seed heading into the last week, and I needed the last place team and the third to last place team to win their matchups, along with me winning my matchup against a person who I haven't beaten in a head-to-head matchup since 2020. And all three of those things happened. Got into playoffs, snuck in there, and then I had a rematch against that person in the first weekend of playoffs, and I barely edged him out because Tyreek Hill was hurt.
Nice. And you got to watch an entertaining Monday Night Football game tonight.
Yeah, and then Monday Night Football ended with a Jalen Hurts interception, which clinched most points for me in my big league, which won me $50. We're high all around in all my football leagues. I'm in the second round playoffs in my Chargers league. I'm second round in another friend's league. I'm now not playing in the TFP league because I won my matchup in the Toilet Bowl, which is where losers advance.
So I'm done this week now?
You're done. You're done,
I wanted
Matthew.
to keep playing. My team was finally doing good.
It actually was. Your team has been popping off.
I think I put up between all the teams, even the people in the top league.
You were
right
the
now.
second most of the league.
Yeah. I was like, guys, where was that earlier?
Wow.
I was like, what the hell? Matt's
Honestly,
team turned scary at the end.
I think my downfall too was I was really a stickler and just refusing to change my team at all the first 6 weeks. I wasn't making any trades. I wasn't doing anything. And then I kind of actually started looking at it and also getting into the sports betting side of it more. So I was just paying more attention to going in the app more in general. And I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. So it's too little, too late. But I'm having fun in the TFP basketball league. I'm having a good time in there so far. I'm wheeling and dealing. I tried bugging Figgy Abel for I was trying to do a little Sly Ja Morant trade. Can it work that one out?
Couldn't work. I think he's back tonight officially.
I think it's tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, I wanted to draft him initially, but Figgy beat me to it on that one. Probably should have picked him over
Such a
Reeves,
problematic player on Abel's team, but he got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good time. I hope that everybody out there, this is technically our Christmas episode, so I hope people out there are actually listening to this on their travels home or hanging out back home at their parents, grandparents, friends, whoever you consider family. I hope people are traveling back or hanging out at their homes, listening to this podcast episode and reflecting on their favorites from 2023 like we are.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we dive into some of those favorites, there's a couple pieces of news I want to talk about really quickly if y'all will indulge me.
Okay.
One, really sad piece of news, actually, very topical because it's for the game we're playing this month.
I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, James McCaffrey, the actor for Max Payne, as well as I believe he played Alex Casey
in Alan Wake.
in Alan Wake 2 rather, has passed away unfortunately after a battle with cancer. Was confirmed today. He had multiple myeloma, so rest in peace, James. And very sad when anyone passes away from cancer like that. And obviously, James is very loved in the acting community and in the gaming community.
He was young.
He was young.
He was 65. Yeah.
Yeah. His performances. I haven't played Max Payne, but I thought he was really killing it as Alex Casey. So, rest in peace, James. And thank you for everything you did for the gaming world and all the art you put out to us.
Yeah. Huge bummer. I mean, it's such an iconic game character for one, Max Payne. I feel like I grew up with a lot of Max Payne. I played some Max Payne growing up. And then even Alex Casey's voice in Alan Wake 2, it's just so familiar. Whenever he's on screen or saying things or having voiceover lines, it's just really sticking out. And he's really, really killing it in his performance. So obviously just an insanely talented actor, voice actor, and too young for sure. So very, very sad.
Very much too young. Then another, not fun one, but interesting. Jonathan Majors was officially
Oh my
indicted
God,
today,
dude.
or, not indicted
He's
or
done.
charged, or he's done.
Okay.
He's done. He
Okay,
was convicted.
yeah.
Convicted.
He was found guilty.
Found guilty.
He was found guilty, and then the sentencing is happening, I think, in March.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes,
Officially fired as of today from Disney as well.
from Marvel Studios, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't paying super close attention to the trial. I was paying attention to the allegations in the trial, somewhat like from the edge. Were you guys really paying attention to this one?
Not really, honestly.
Not really, yeah.
I was listening a bit to some of the Ringer podcasts, and they were talking about it here and there, like what would be Disney's way forward. So, we'll see. But obviously, there's going to be a pretty big pivot in upcoming MCU stuff. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
I mean, like, he was found guilty. He did whatever the hell. It was harassment and physical assault and everything like that.
Yeah.
There was this thing last week where the judge allowed the release of audio files that were recorded by the girlfriend who brought this forward, right? So there was like a moment last week where people were actually like sympathizing for Jonathan Majors, which was kind of crazy, because there was a altercation that him and his girlfriend were having where they were like screaming at each other that she recorded, and the judge allowed that as evidence to be made public. So you can go out and hear like one of the instances of them arguing at each other, and it was insane. I mean, he's like talking about how he literally says like, I'm a great man, I'm here to do great things, and you're not being a woman who's supporting that. And he brings up like Martin Luther King's wife. He brings up like Michelle Obama, and he's basically saying like, I want you to be that for me.
Dang.
And it was just like very arrogant and just like not great. There's not any evidence of, I don't think, physical altercations in the actual audio file. So a lot of people, it's easy to kind of accept that in a weird way because you're not hearing him hit her or anything, but she's like crying through the audio. And then I guess then there is actual evidence of more crap happening. And then there's even I think there's a text message of him telling her not to go to the hospital.
Damn.
Piece of shit right there. So like pretty damning things. And then, the jury found him completely guilty of everything. And then he was instantaneously fired. I think Marvel was really just waiting to see what happened. Honestly, I'm calling this, I was texting somebody earlier, I'm calling this the symbolic and literal end of Marvel. Like, it's been on the downswing for like 3-4 years. Their big bad just got fired. I mean, anything that they do is going to be super messy. It's already been messy. The next like plot adjustments that they have to make now that their main villain is gone, it's just going to be it's going to be a mess. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to come back from this in a high quality way.
Well, as someone holding a fair bit of Disney stock, I hope they figure it out.
It's been a horrible year for Disney content.
I know. Well, we got the parks, so we're doing good.
Yeah. Did you see Wish?
I did not. No.
You should go put your money where your stocks are, dude.
All right. Hey, I went to Disneyland this year, so
yeah, nice.
Really quickly, one last thing before we get into our favorites of the year. There was a lot of great stuff that happened this year. This was a huge year in gaming, right? You can almost kind of think of this as like our year in review in a sense. Obviously, we had the Game Awards stuff, and this is kind of like our personal year in review. But we're a bit more, we're a bit nicer on this podcast. We have a bit more of I think it's, I don't know the philosophical word, utilitarian view on things. That's good, right? Good to the people, Lucas, right?
I'm not sure what point you're making right now. So sure.
Point is,
I have no idea what you're saying, but yeah.
Point is,
I follow my leader.
Point is, Jeff Keighley and his goons in the Jeff Keighley Show refused to announce the terrible state of the industry this year, despite the great games.
Okay, that's where we're going. That's where we're going. Okay, you want to watchdog this one, Matthew?
I want to watchdog this one. A little watchdog report.
Okay.
So real quick, I'd like to open this up to all of you. Just which company this year do you think had the highest number, not percentage, highest number
of
employee
layoffs?
number of layoffs this year?
Wasn't it Ubisoft?
Ubisoft is a good
no,
guess.
Not Ubisoft. Not even close.
Was it EA? Somebody had 1,100 employees that they let go of. I feel like it was EA.
Was it Epic?
Oh, it was Epic.
Epic had 800 employees they let go of.
Jesus.
830. So all that Fortnite success means nothing in
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what are they? How? Like, I'm just blown away.
bear in mind this list I'm pulling from was only updated at the end of November, so between November 22nd and now, any other layoffs that have happened won't be accounted for. But some other really high notable ones, so EA 830, or excuse me, Epic Games 830, EA 775. Not really game devs, but Twitch, the streaming company, apparently 400, Unity 300,
Wow.
Niantic, the Pokemon Go people 230, Amazon Games 180, Ubisoft
230 people,
135.
230 people were laid off at Niantic. How many people are working there?
I have no idea.
It's like has to be half their workforce.
CD Projekt Red 100,
I'm gonna look that up.
unfortunately. Or Bungie 100, and a whole bunch of other stuff sprinkled out throughout that.
They
Yeah,
had over 1,000 in 2022.
Okay. That's a fourth then. Jesus.
It's
That's
quite a
insane.
bummer.
I'm okay. I'm blown away. I don't know how this is happening. Like video games make so much money, especially like with the current model that things are in. Stuff like Epic, Fortnite. Like Epic makes money licensing out the engine. Like Epic makes a shitload of money on Fortnite skins. They do all these collaborations. They basically
Isn't the
have
video
like,
game industry more profitable than the movie industry?
it's way more profitable than the movie industry.
I
by
don't
like
know
a-
if it's
by a
more
lot.
profitable, but it generates more money, right?
Okay, yeah, it generates more money. Like people are just not using the money. They're not moving the money in the right places to like keep things sustainable. Is
Yeah.
what it feels like. I'm blown away. I'm just absolutely blown away by some of these layoffs from these companies that actually did very, very well, especially Epic. That's pretty crazy. I can understand something like Bungie or Niantic to a certain degree. Like they've probably been on the downswing for a little bit here, especially like with the rough year that like Destiny has actually ended up having. But I don't know. I just feel like the Epic thing blows me away. Ubisoft and EA continue to, because people buy those games. Those companies are making money for sure. It's sad.
Yeah. It's really sad, I mean, these are people's livelihoods getting shattered because companies are either mismanaged or, they're slaves to the shareholders. I think, I don't think Epic technically is a public company, but they're owned by Tencent, right?
They are owned by Tencent.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
owned by Tencent, which is a public company, but EA obviously, being a huge one, that's a publicly traded company. So first and foremost, their obligation is to the shareholders. Twitch, by extension, is obviously owned by Amazon. Shareholders, and I think Unity is not a public company. I don't think, but also worth noting too. There's EA on here at 775. Then EA Baton Rouge, which I guess would just be considered like another branch or studio of theirs. So actually, EA total for counting both of those had, just under 1,000 layoffs there, which is pretty insane.
A lot of these, and I know the Baton Rouge, I'm pulling that one up too because I was a little bit curious. I know that a lot of layoffs did come from the QA and game testing sector because of AI. This was a greater tech result that happened this year due to the rise of like AI. So a lot of testing, like Dell laid off a ton of employees like late last year for a very similar thing. A lot of like legacy companies like Oracle, IBM, Microsoft, Dell, they're laying off people left and right due to AI kind of supplementing a lot of testing for their software and for operating systems and stuff. So I probably would assume that a good chunk of what we're seeing in layoffs, 200 game testers from Baton Rouge EA were laid off earlier this year. But I also think that I still stand by the mismanagement of what the hell's going on here, because it seems like there's no way that there was that many testers that were all getting laid off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and these are just some of the bigger ones. Like there's a bunch of other smaller layoffs that happen. Like Activision Blizzard laid off like 50 from their esports division.
Oh, right, esports, they're going out. People are leaving that one too.
Callisto Protocol
esports
devs
have
laid
been
off
dying.
a bunch of people.
Did Nintendo lay off anybody?
Not that I know of.
I don't know of anybody that got laid off there either.
I have no idea. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Nintendo's like a mystery, man. Who knows what's going on in there? Probably not though. I mean, I'm sure if there was a big one, we would have heard waves one way or the other. But yeah, it's a
Nintendo
bummer.
has good retention.
They do.
It's a bummer. This is a big problem with our industry. And I just hope everyone that was affected, and obviously maybe they just didn't see it, or I'm sure a lot of them didn't see it coming. Obviously, I hope they all land on their feet. It's a reminder that the games we play unfortunately come with sacrifices. So be thankful. Thank your devs. Don't be upset when you have to pay that $70 for that game because we're trying to keep them employed here. And honestly, again, games were $60 for like 10 years. It's a miracle they're only just now 70. So
A lot of them are still $60 too.
yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
quite.
It's not like
insane,
every
actually.
game is 70.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, this also is me officially advocating for people buying skins. So spend on those free games, people.
I know,
That's how
man.
people stay
I,
employed.
Pretty much how I put it, if I'm going to play a game for like 30, 40 hours, they deserve some of my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
They earned it.
I will
they earned my
I will
entertainment.
spend up to what I would pay for the full price of a game minimum on a game that I love that's free. So
Yeah.
like definitely like I've spent money on Apex or League of Legends up to like a full price of a game like $60-$70. And then like anything you're paying after that is just like more, just like okay, well, they got me because I fucking love this skin or something.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's weird how a lot of gamers, I'm not calling everybody out here, but there are a certain segment of gamers, I feel like maybe at some point I've even been this kind of person where like you say like you're just a little bit more entitled to the content where it's like it's a free thing, you want more stuff for free and you're not like dishing out the cash for like skins or extras or add-ons.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like very, very happy to give as much money as I can to a free game because that's the model. It has to work that way.
Yeah. And yeah, so there's all that. And then one more piece of housekeeping before we jump into this here today. We've been pushing some pretty sick content lately, guys, on YouTube, on our
Hell yeah.
website. We've been doing lots of streams. Usually, I'd say 3 or 4 days out of the week, you can catch one of us streaming, either myself, Lucas, Hot Mickey, or Chambers the Milkman. All streaming a variety of games, so truly a variety channel. We're live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube. The main hub's right there, so follow us there. It's a good time. We have a lot of fun. I'm starting a Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough. I started that yesterday on Sunday. Excited to dive into the rest of that. Have a couple mods going on it too, just little quality life stuff, so it's good. We got Lucas crushing it on Old School RuneScape, Hot Mickey crushing it on League already with one of our second most viewed channels videos on the channel, I think, because of his stream. And Chambers is doing, I believe, like a series to get to Grandmaster on Rocket League. So lots of good stuff going on. Can follow the YouTube channel. You can find links to all that on our website, thanksplaying.live, where we also have some really fun and exciting written content. You can expect more of that coming into the new year. We're kind of just getting back into the swing of it, but we're going hard. And we hope all of you join us for that journey. And of course, as well, you can find us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at TFP Podcasts. That is at TFP Podcast with an S at the end. Big shout out to Hylette. He has really been kicking ass at managing our Twitter lately. He's very interactive, and it's very clear it's just him tweeting, but I'm all about it. It's a lot of fun. I'm into it. And with that, everyone, what do we want to start with? Favorite games, favorite movies?
I don't know, man. I can go with favorite games first, actually.
That's
I would
the
think.
games.
I would like that. Let's do
Please do,
games.
man.
Yeah. May I begin? May I start?
Go for it.
I'll allow it.
So my game of the year, personally, Tears of the Kingdom. No competition for me in terms of
I'm with you there.
just sick game. I feel like we talked about it for a full episode. You can actually go back and listen to me and Hot Mickey really like gush about Tears of the Kingdom with our boy Jiggy back when we did that episode, I believe in like May, June. That was great. That was the best game I played this year, with a really, really close second actually being Street Fighter 6. Awesome game. Like, loved it so much. Played a lot of it. Definitely going to have another phase somewhere down the line with that one. And then the Resident Evil 4 remake. That was really at the top of my list as well. Loved that game. I think everybody should try and play it to really get a sense of what a seriously good action adventure horror third-person game looks like in 2023. I mean, we are doing our Alan Wake recording here tonight too. And honestly, I gotta say, Resident Evil 4 remake is just, in terms of like combat, gameplay, mechanics, Resident Evil 4 is still at the very, very top of the genre compared to Alan Wake. And I think it was just a phenomenal playthrough this year. Those are my top 3. So maybe we do top 3 of this year in particular. Then I have games that I played this year that didn't come out this year.
Okay, cool. I didn't make my list. Actually, that's fine. Yeah,
I'm not sure if I'm ruining the format here.
Hey, you know what? This is free flowing. I'm a Boy
Yeah.
Scout. We adapt.
Cool.
I'll jump in next. I'll keep it true to what you got going here, Lucas. Kinda. So for me, I surprisingly enjoyed Street Fighter. I was actually quite surprised how much I liked that game. It was great, a lot of fun. I can't remember the time that I played a game with the boys in recent memory, other than like Smash, that I've had that much fun playing. Truly, just like a bro game, not a bro game, but just like such a fun game to just like get drunk and play with your friends. Like I can't just is like that's the best way to describe it. And yeah, I've never really played a traditional, I guess, what would you call that? 2D
traditional fighter.
Just traditional 2D
traditional
fighter.
fighter. I've never really dove into one too much, so I was I think I'm very lucky that was the first one I really did dive into, so loved it. Then I guess keeping up with this year, I'll go Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna have a little bit more time now that we're just about done with Alan Wake. So I'm actually thinking I want to pick up my save for Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't had the chance to beat that game, and I really want to dive back into it. So looking forward to that. Mind blowing. I'm a big choices in games guy. I think I've made that pretty clear on this podcast. And combine that with some pretty fun combat. I think it's just a great game. And honestly, as far as like the choices and stuff too, like obviously it is a role-playing game, that is a big part of it, but like there's games that are just dedicated to that, right? Like whether that's Oxenfree or whether that's Detroit Become Human or like Heavy Rain, Until Dawn, whatever. But this game, that's not even necessarily like its main thing, but it does it better than any of those aforementioned games. So Baldur's Gate 3 is sick. There's a reason it won so many awards. Check it out if you haven't. And then I'll give you two. One that did actually come out this year, The Finals.
That snuck up on us. I have that as a note here. The Finals snuck up on us.
I have been having a lot of fun playing that game. I've been playing it a lot with Ricky and Edgar. And Mickey, we played a little bit as well too.
Yeah, I really
Mickey
enjoyed
Like,
it.
yeah.
Okay. I did
It's
play
super
it.
fun. It's very
It is
dynamic. It's a very fun, just team-based shooter. Recommend checking it out. Like demolition is a big part of it, and I'm not gonna lie, we all know this. I'm not great at video games, so it's like a very fun play style for me, where I'm just like the demolitions guy, where I can still like be effective and contribute to the team, as well as like have fun in a more like simple play style. So they got something for everybody. They got something for like the people more like Ricky that are like just spazzing the whole time
dudes.
playing,
Yeah.
beaming the lights,
Exactly.
and then
Shots.
they got the mediums for people like Eddie that are true team players, want to help everyone, is everyone's friend. And then they got the big lugs for old schmucks like me. So it's great. So that's my third, but I'm also going to count Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, just because that truly feels like a new game. I had so much fun playing it, and that's another one I also want to play more of. Actually, I really want to do a new save with like all the new stuff in that game, because I just did Phantom Liberty for the most part, with like some other stuff outside of that. But I want to do a brand new save, new like character archetype. So I'm excited to jump into that. Video games are sick, guys. There's so much out there to play.
I know, dude. We haven't even touched on this stuff. Like, I haven't even touched on half of what I was going to talk about here.
Yeah.
But we should let Hot Mickey go.
Yeah,
I feel like his list is going to be a little different.
It's actually very similar to yours, because like at least two of my games with Tears of the Kingdom and Street Fighter 6, those two took a lot of my time this year. Like if I look at my Steam review, you can see like right when it released, so like all of July and August is like
Street
Fighter
Yeah,
on my Steam review. And I pretty much only played those 2 months, and it took up about, I think, 40% of my Steam playing time.
Street Fighter did?
Wow.
Yeah, Street Fighter did.
There was like a 2-week period, Mickey, where you were just playing that like 8 hours a day. I feel
Yeah,
like.
dude, you were
I
going hard.
I was playing. I just
You got
wanted-
very good, very quick.
I got
though.
very good. Yes.
Ooh, that would have been a really good stream. I wish we were streaming back then. We could have got a lot of Street Fighter streaming in.
But 2024, that's going to be the year for me where like I'm going to be grinding so many different games. There's like 4
Stormgate.
games coming out in the Stormgate. There's Rivals 2 that's probably going to be coming out. There's Multiverse is probably coming back, that I'll be playing a shit ton of that.
Is
There's
that coming
another
back?
RTS. It definitely is coming back.
Okay.
I have
Completely forgot about that one.
I have a friend that works in there, and like He's
Okay.
like trying to hype me up. He's like, oh, okay, I believe you. This is sick.
Okay.
Why
okay.
did it leave? What was the situation there?
It was technically in early access, right? And they took it
yeah,
off.
it was still in beta, so
Yeah,
Was it beta or early access?
It's beta.
beta.
It was beta.
Okay.
It was a beta.
Interesting. And yeah, Mickey, there's the StarCraft like one coming out soon, right?
Yep,
Stormgate.
Stormgate.
Stormgate, yeah.
Yeah, they just had a show match of it at DreamHack in Atlanta this past weekend, which got received very well.
Mickey, do
Knowing-
you think we're getting Project L in 2024?
If anything, it would be late 2024, but I doubt it. And I'm also crossing my fingers for Silksong. Silksong's got to come
Yeah.
out 2024.
Yeah, I really hope so. That Mickey, we're doing
Wait,
an
we're
episode
stream-
on that, bro.
Oh,
We're streaming that. We're doing
definitely
whatever.
streaming that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Mickey, knowing me as a person, and you've played a lot of video games with me,
Yes.
do I have a future esports career in Stormgate?
No.
No.
I asked,
But
Mickey.
but it has
No.
3 versus 3 cooperative mode.
Matt, have you played what's
I
your
haven't
RTS
played any
background?
RTSs. I'll be awful at it.
Really? You never played like Age of Empires, like
Surprisingly,
original
no.
Warcraft?
Yeah.
No,
I
Warcraft.
played a
Supreme Commander?
little original Warcraft, a very little bit of original Warcraft.
Okay.
I've always been because I've always been
Did you play
interested.
Halo
like,
Wars?
No, I mean the basis of it is like, you're just commanding like an army, right, in real time. That's the
Yeah,
basis of it.
yeah.
Right?
And you have
Yeah,
to build
I
up
think
that
I'd
army
like
too.
that.
But it plays like how League of Legends, you control one character and you click around and you have a base and you buy items.
It's like
and
if you
stuff.
control the whole map.
It's like if you controlled like your entire team at once, and like some units have like abilities attached to them. Some units are upgradable. You have a base. You have like defensive buildings. You have you have flying units, all that kind of stuff. You
Sounds
have
like
to
I'd be awful at it, but it sounds fun.
It's very, very, very hard. Like at a very high level.
Yeah, RTS is just a hard genre in general.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Fun fact: StarCraft was like one of the first games I ever played.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Pokemon Crystal.
nice. Very cool.
I think mine was Super Mario World on the.
Oh, that's a good
NES.
first game.
Super,
Hell
Super
yeah.
NES.
Yeah, very good first game. Okay, should we talk fave games that we played this year that didn't come out this year? Because I actually have a lot of these. Like Matt, Resident Evil 8, one of my favorite games that we played for
yeah.
the pod this year that came out before. Ghost of Tsushima, same thing. Valheim, we had a huge
was
Valheim
great-
kick. Yeah, we had a huge
I'm just
Valheim.
waiting
We kept
for
trying
our
to play
20
late in the year, but
I know. Never happened.
God.
Never
Wonder why.
happened. The server is up. I'm paying for the server. No
Well, you
one wants
should
to play it.
We've
You
tried.
should
I will try opening up right now.
Try opening up right now.
Lucas, we
Where's
have.
Valheim?
I'm not even. You're not going to win this conversation. We have tried to get in there so many times.
But you guys, I just see Teals is now
I
playing
see it too.
Valheim. It just came up.
Okay, I'm opening it up.
It doesn't.
I'm checking this.
But you guys are not. Nobody wants to play it.
we have
so-
tried to
We
get in
have
there so
tried
many
several times.
Let's move on. Let's move forward. Let's go to the
Move
next
on.
thing.
He knows he can't win the conversation. That's fine.
So I also played a little bit of Bloodborne this year. I got like halfway through it. Really, really, really enjoyed that game. I'm not sure if I'll be able to go back to it, seeing as there's just so much to play right now. And it's just one of those things where you just got deep into it, really loved it, and then kind of fell to the wayside. That's kind of what happened to me with Super Mario Wonder as well. And then just real quick, I know we're talking faves, but I just wanted to go through some real quick disappointments as well. Hogwarts Legacy came out this year. It's kind of mind-blowing. And Oxenfree 2 came out this year. Both disappointments for sure, and we both did those for the pod.
Oh,
Okay,
would you look at
Mickey,
that? Would you look at that?
I see you are unable to connect. Okay, then why the fuck did I get an invoice from the server company?
I mean, Lucas. No, we'll take this offline. But
We'll take this offline, yeah?
If you,
Where-
no,
Matt,
I'm just
where do you
gonna
think
say
we are?
like, I'm just gonna. I work in corporate America, baby. If you can somehow salvage that server, I would love that.
We're still not going to play this game. I guarantee it.
I
No, we will.
guarantee
We
you
have
will.
tried.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
salvage the server, and if we don't play like 3-4 times in the next month, I'm going to cancel it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
This has been recorded.
yes,
We're gonna
that's
clip-
fine.
clip this. Okay.
I would love it if you could fix it.
Okay. So anyway, oh yeah, and Counter-Strike 2 had a little bit of a kick with that. And then late in the year right now, I've been really getting into Apex, playing with Abel a lot, cross-platform. That's been a really, really great time. And then OSRS, baby. I'm loving it. The stream has been super, super fun. I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. Basically, every single Wednesday night, I'm streaming OSRS. And dude, I mean, we're getting out there. I think I peaked at like 9 viewers last time. We got a few subs off my most recent VOD. And people got really mad at me for having Dragon Claws, dude. People are really upset about that. Like, I got friends. I got people to loan me stuff. So I'm going to have to address the allegations in the next stream.
Yeah,
which will be yesterday for the people listening to this episode.
Yeah. Real quick too, I want to mention just for games I played this year, Lethal Company. I totally forgot to mention that. That's
been
so
so
awesome.
fun.
I'd go as far as to say I adore that game. Lucas, you would love it. So much fun. Yeah, we'll have to find a night where we can all play that together. There's a mod. I mean, if we got a BroCal Lethal Company lobby, that'd be silly.
That is great stream content.
It would be. So that was awesome. And then for the other stuff I played this year, Ghost of Tsushima, that was great. I was really happy to dive into that. I did actually enjoy RE8 despite how scared I was the whole time playing it. I played a shit ton of Apex this year with the boys.
Hell yeah.
Ricky and Edgar. And I got into Overcooked the past like couple months, which has been pretty fun.
Nice.
And then golf with friends, of course. That's always on my list. So
and Tabletop Simulator.
All
the regular.
Oh,
yeah.
Last of Us
I love
2022 remake as well was fun.
Was that this year?
It didn't come out this year, but I played it. We played it this year.
We did play it this year.
Isn't that crazy? I was actually going through.
Wait, we played it this year,
dude. Yeah.
Wow.
I think we did, right?
Wait, which game?
Last of Us. That was we played that in like February,
this year.
coinciding with the TV show release. Which was crazy. I was just going through our episode looking at what we had played this year, and I was like, wow, we played that.
Oh wow.
It's been a very long year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your guys' favorite game that you played for the pod this year? Favorite episode?
Man, probably Resident Evil 8 or maybe Ghost of Tsushima. Did we give anything? Did we give out any 10s this year? Oh, wait, Tears of the Kingdom. What am I thinking? Yeah, it's Tears of the Kingdom. I gave that one a 10.
Well, that can't be Matt's answer. So what's yours, Matt?
I'm going to go actually with Street Fighter 6 because we did technically do that for the podcast.
We did also give that a 10. So.
Yeah. Had a lot of fun playing that with the boys for like, that took up our time for like a good 2 months, like a lot of time. So
yeah.
God,
that's just a very good game.
Yeah,
there's like a play style for everyone. I play a big lug in that game too, and I can make it work. It's great. It's great.
There was like hangs that we had. I forget whose birthday. Like there was Mickey's birthday for sure, but then we also had like a birthday where we were all just hanging out, and it was just so hype. Like
I think it was Ricky's birthday.
Was it Ricky's birthday where we were just like? There's a video that we have where there's like just some intense Street Fighter going on, and it's just like. The apartment has like 2 setups going at the same time. It was just so classic, And then and then we had the shot rule. If you get perfected, you have to take a shot. Yeah, dude, that
and he gave
was
me 2
crazy.
shots like back to back. I was so pissed.
Yeah, and then like I remember like it was as soon as you realized that you were about to get perfected, you would start playing scared and just try and start throwing jabs out.
Yep.
But then if your opponent knew that, they would play off that and still get through, and it was so ass. And then there was like, if you super armored through something, like there was a strat where you would back up to heal.
Health.
Yeah, so people would heal back to get back to 100% health, then win, and then perfect somebody. And it was like such BM, dude.
Yeah, because if you won with gray health, even like if you didn't take damage beforehand, it didn't count as a perfect. So if you wait out the gray health to regen all of it back, it's a perfect then.
That was so great. Wow. Oh, I'm reliving a lot right now. That was a good time. Did we talk? Is that all the games? Did we hit everything?
My games, I had a resurgence with League this year.
Oh, you
did? More so just because I also quit PM this year as well.
Oh, wait. Did we know that?
Yeah. I definitely said it in Broca. Like I'm retired from
PM.
Did you officially retire, or did you just soft retire?
No, I'm done because like I've like played net play like every like now and then.
You streamed
like,
net play like
past,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you were playing net play. You were
and this game pisses me off. I'm like, I'm so glad I don't compete in this game anymore.
Okay, so you're done competing.
Yeah, I'm done
Still
competing.
playing.
Yeah,
Okay,
casually.
like I play every now and then, and it just annoys me. Like,
So if like
I
Nez,
want to make a final combo video as my send off for Meta Knight, but I'm just getting so annoyed with just playing the game because just the way the meta has devolved. It's like pretty
did you
much
say meta has devolved?
Yes, devolved.
How so?
It's like all about like just mashing down ASDA down and CC down and just like mashing attacks out of it, and it's just brain rot to play.
Wow, dang, Mickey.
It pisses me off so much.
The,
You went
the
as far as to
game,
say
Tired of
brain
it.
rot.
the game you dedicated, 10 years
10
of your
years.
life to
Yeah,
now is
10 years.
is just brain rot to you. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, games change, metas
Games
change.
change.
I
Games
get it. Yeah.
change.
I remember Mickey. I think it was like Big Balk 2, like watching. I think it was Flip versus who was the dude with the bags? The Icy's player.
Fresh.
Oh, fresh.
Fresh. It was like Fresh Flip, I think, and it was just Icy's Snake Grand Finals.
Oh no, that was Big Belk. That was the first Big Belk.
Okay, that was Big Balk 1. I remember watching that and feeling like I think I'm done. I think I got to stop playing this game because this is the most boring shit I've ever seen, and this is like this is like so huge. And like I remember Alex was next to me, and Alex was like, "We've officially become Brawl again." Like Alex was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, she was not having that for
Yeah,
her.
she
Like,
was-
this
she
is
was-
my grand finals. This is terrible.
Yeah,
But
that was rough.
thankfully we haven't had a worse grand final since.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I haven't paid attention much, but yeah. Okay, Mickey. So officially, this is your official retirement announcement publicly for the pod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I mentioned it on the pod before.
I don't
but-
think you officially retired via the pod, which is the only way to make it official.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I hate PM now. Like,
Okay, cool.
It
It's
pisses me off
official.
too much.
It's hate now. Wow.
Okay, it's hate. Yeah, it's brain rot. It's dog water.
It's dog water.
Yeah.
that is.
Like
Okay.
I'll play casually, but like I do not want to play at the top level again. It's just too much.
Well, honestly, Mickey, if I'm just my heart goes out. I appreciate the honesty with yourself here. We've all been out on PM for a little while. Just
Yeah.
the scene has gotten smaller and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, if you're gonna play anything competitively, League of Legends is really cool, and I'm glad you're doing that. Not competitively,
Well,
but getting sweaty on something.
It fills my competitive itch, but like I've honestly just been looking for something else to fill that time, and I'm pretty much just biding my time for one of the 2024 games to come out. Once one of those games come out, League's gone.
If you genuinely put in, I know you will, like dedicate all that time over to Stormgate, start streaming it for TFP, you can make it, bro. You can sustain. That'd be fun.
Well, I'm not.
I'll watch that.
I don't think I'm trying to go pro in anything
Yeah, you are.
anymore
Why not? Why not?
because I got
No,
other
you
shit
don't.
to
Okay.
do.
I'm reframing. Not necessarily go pro, but like have a decent enough following. Because
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
you're,
Oh yeah, that I think I definitely see myself
you
doing.
you streamed like a week ago, and this YouTube video has like 3,000 views.
Is
like
it already at 3,000?
like high 2,000s maybe.
2,200, but yeah.
22. Okay,
It
I
was like at
misspoke.
800 last I saw. That's
You're at
People
20 yeah,
like
dude,
the Hot
huge.
Mickey experience.
Yeah, dude, they really do. So honestly, you stream some Stormgate, it'll probably be a fresh category. You'll be a fresh face, and it'll be really sick to watch you climb the ladder and get all these subs for us in the TFP channel.
Yeah, dude,
Be sick.
Stormgate, Multiverses, I was legit like a top 20 player in that game.
That'd be,
Like,
yeah,
I could definitely.
It's gonna be a big year for you next
It's
year,
gonna be
Mickey.
big
Big year.
year.
Yeah.
2024 is my year of gaming.
Yeah, it is your
Literally,
game. It is your
all
year.
my games are coming out.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
stoked.
I before we move on to the other categories here, I just want to talk about games that I didn't play this year that I am sad that I didn't really get a chance, and I'll probably end up going back to them next year. Lies of P was another one. Pikmin 4. I didn't get to play Hi-Fi Rush this year, which made me sad because it even won an award at the Game Awards, and people say it's really great. And I didn't get to play Final Fantasy 16, which also made me a little bit sad. I did not play Starfield, but I'm not that sad about that. So, and I think that might be just the general narrative.
2 hours of Starfield was all you need, truly.
Yeah, and I also have not played Baldur's Gate 3 yet.
I also
that's
haven't
the
played it.
biggest one.
I definitely want to play that one.
That's the biggest one for me, for sure.
Do we
And there's a few
do
other-
we do a TFP campaign of that?
It is multiplayer.
It
I'm
is.
I'm down. I'm down. Although I'm trying to play more Codex, Mickey. Maybe not Baldur's Gate.
I just meant eventually. I didn't mean like immediate.
I'm down for eventually.
Codex was
I'm there.
another big game for this year in general.
Just that
What
one
about
night.
this
Yeah,
year?
just that
we
one
played
night.
less than a week ago.
Yeah. Can we talk
That was
about?
fun.
Can we go on an interlude about
Yeah.
Codex for a quick second?
Yeah. Card games for
Okay.
sick is the
Yeah.
basis of it, though.
We hung out. Me, Mickey, Matt, and Chambers hung out last weekend and had a board game night. And we played this game that Mickey brought called Codex, and it's a deck building game. And it was super sick. It was like a combination of like Magic the Gathering, a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh inspiration thrown in there, with like sort of a deck building, just a whole deck building flair. And like, man, it was sick. I know it took Matt a while to figure it out, and also Matt lost on a technicality.
We did.
Mickey
But it's okay.
did not explain the rules to me.
Well, it's
We were
hard
drinking.
because like he doesn't want to show his card to me, so he has to like try to like explain it generally what he wants because he doesn't want to reveal what he has. So I gave the best possible ruling I could think of, and then when I read the actual card, I'm like, oh, with this wording, you would have won.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
But yeah, super fun game.
I want to play more of it.
And
on
it makes
tabletop.
me want to play more, or not play more, but I want to try at some point Magic the Gathering now too. That's on my to-do list. Maybe I'll
Download
do
Arena.
that. tonight
Yeah,
after-
I've also been wanting to play Magic.
You guys should.
Yeah.
Magic Arena is the best way to learn and play Magic currently because it's free. They shower you with free shit. You could build some pretty decent decks off the bat, and you could play it from your home. So I would really, really recommend Arena.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
to
My card game
dive into that.
stuff has been into Yu-Gi-Oh lately. I just recently got back into that. Man, it's because my primary deck, Salomon Greats, they got new support like 5-6 months ago.
Mhm.
So they should be coming to Master Duel fairly soon. So I've been like grinding gems so I can actually buy them when
Okay, hell yeah.
they come out.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Mickey. Love that. Should we talk about movies and TV shows? And I'm assuming anime? In this
I'll
next
bring up
segment?
some anime too. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I figured.
I kind of labeled that into my TV shows. I might just not be remembering well, but I feel like I didn't watch that many new TV, like live
did not.
action TV shows this year.
I didn't. I
Um,
didn't. The biggest things I watched this year for TV shows were Beef and Succession.
Oh, Beef came out. Well,
Yeah,
I watched
I count-
Gen
yeah, I totally
Z.
forgot those.
The
Gen
boys.
Z or Gen V?
Gen Z is
Gen V,
great.
Gen V.
Or it is
Yeah.
Gen V. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched that show, Mickey?
Yeah.
I heard it's very good.
I
It's
love
great. Did you watch
it-
The
it's a
Boys
great
too,
show.
Mickey?
I did.
Oh, I didn't. Are you all caught up?
I am all caught up.
How did I not know this?
I've never heard of Mickey. Okay, hang on. I've never heard of Mickey
I've definitely
watching a
talked
live
about
action
that
show
before,
before.
right?
I was super late to the boys train, but I did get on it like late last year, I think, or early this year. It was
Okay.
around that time.
This is the first time I've ever heard of Mickey watching a live action TV show.
This is great, Mickey. Eddie's
We're
on
talking
that show
about-
too.
I watched the One Piece live action.
Oh my God! Shut up! That is the worst. That's the worst cop out I've ever heard. Yeah, you watched the Yeah. Okay, that counts. We're gonna count that, Mickey.
Grody. All right. I watched Secession. I didn't know I could count. This was such a long year. I just
I know. To think that even Succession
yeah.
was out this year.
Secession, Beef. I watched The Bear this year. Finally, that was really. I did watch. See, you just forget things.
Yeah.
I gotta
The
start keeping a
Boys,
list.
Gen V. Yeah.
Secession, The Bear, Beef, Gen V. The Bear is awesome. Beef was amazing. I'm currently watching The Curse. I'm a little behind on that, but I do.
I'm
intend to
behind on
finish
that
one
as well. Yeah.
Last of Us came out this year. Obviously, an incredible show.
Mhm.
Gen V as well is great. And then for animated shows, I watched Invincible, which was awesome. And that season's still ongoing, so I'm excited to continue that into the new year. And then for anime, Attack on Titan finally finished. Very
big year.
very late. It felt like, but got that done.
Thank God it's finally done. I got tired of the naming
Yeah.
scheme.
This one's still ongoing, but Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime, has been insane this year. I am
Yeah, it has been
adoring
very good.
that show. It is so good.
The
The
last episode
animation
pissed me
is
off.
insane. I don't know what to tell you, Big Mick. You're behind too. So
I'm behind like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
yeah. But so good. And then Vinland Saga, I watched that.
That
this
was
year, season 2.
fantastic.
That was really good.
That was
Yeah.
fantastic. Vinland Saga was incredible.
And
Dang.
then it's a lot of movies this year. Can I go to my movies real quick?
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for
The
it.
Killer. I loved The Killer.
Hell yeah.
But was Afraid. It was fun. Dumb Money. Spider-Verse.
Oh, I forgot about Dumb Money,
Dumb
dude.
Money was awesome.
That was great.
Spider-Verse was awesome. Can't wait for that next one whenever that comes out. I watched Blackberry, actually. That was pretty good.
Oh.
Puss in Boots. I watched that on a
Puss in
plane
Boots.
ride. Yeah, whatever the full title of it was. I think it's the third one in that trilogy. Barbie, Oppenheimer, Dune. And then I really want to see, actually, I think I might see this Thursday night or Friday. I want to see one, Zone of Interest. That's playing down at the Vista. I was talking to producer Sam about that one. I think it's right up
want
my
to see that
alley.
one as well. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm pretty interested in seeing The Iron Claw with Mr. Efron and Jeremy Allen. So I might see
Oh.
that this weekend too before Christmas
yeah.
starts. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll go down. Well, Mickey, how about you round us out with TV shows? Because I think you got a big anime
one
list over
I
there.
watched earlier this year was the Terminal List. That one's on Amazon Prime Video. That stars Chris Pratt as a war veteran who, like, his team, it starts off with his team going on a mission, and they get like the mission got sabotaged, and almost all the team goes down but like 2 guys, and he starts getting like a big PTSD,
Mm-hmm.
and then he realizes that the mission was sabotaged from inside. It was the US government that fucked him over, and he pretty much makes a kill list of killing everybody who
Oh, badass.
killed his team.
Real quick,
Really good
Lucas, we
stuff.
watched Skinamarink this year, right?
We did. We did.
Oh,
I'm
God,
going down
that's
my
my list.
movie diary
Yeah,
right
wow.
now.
Real quick, just to like add a definitive favorite for this year. I think my favorite movie I watched was probably, I'll go with The Killer. I really enjoyed The Killer.
Oh, wow.
I watched Mulholland Drive last week too. Actually, that was pretty good, but weird. And then I'll go for my favorite TV show. Just the ending to Succession was incredible.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then like as mentioned, watch Gen V. For movies, Mario movie was fun.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Oppenheimer was a fun movie. Wouldn't call it like amazing like most people, but it was a fun movie. I think Barbie was really good. I definitely
Love Barbie.
But Barbie was fantastic.
Yeah.
That might be. I didn't see a lot of movies this year, but Barbie may be my favorite of the year. And then anime from this year, One Piece was fantastic. Probably my favorite year of One Piece so far.
All right.
Let's see here. Dr. Stone was just fantastic. That one just is finishing up. But that one was really cool. What else? I'm blanking on animes right now. Jujutsu Kaisen was fun. Hell's Paradise was okay. Vinland Saga, fantastic. Attack on Titan, pretty good.
Oh, you're on pretty good now for Attack on Titan.
No, like I've enjoyed Attack on Titan. Like I just,
But
don't,
like you're
I
not
just don't
blown
think-
away.
I'm not blown away by it. No,
Okay.
but
Fair enough.
I enjoyed it a ton. I just think it's slightly overrated. That's all it is.
The ending, you're saying. You're talking about the whole series.
The whole series.
Okay. That's a little bit of a hot take, but I'm kind of not.
I'd
my
probably give
horses
it, like-
left that race a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I
so.
probably give it like 9 out of 10. Like I want to give it a 10 out of 10. 9 out of
Okay.
10.
I will say I've been rewatching Attack on Titan from the beginning.
I do want to do that though.
And man, rewatching that show is
I bet
pretty
it's a trip.
sick.
I
It
bet it's
is-
a trip you're watching.
Because
it.
I mean,
think
it's like rewatching The Sixth Sense, but like except it's like 10 hours of that or whatever. Because the
Yeah.
seasons, it's because you notice so much now. It's like, oh, of course, that person would react. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and then probably like my favorite like standalone anime that's probably only getting one season is probably Buddy Daddies, which is basically
Buddy
I think-
Daddies?
Buddy Daddies?
Yeah, it's about
Sounds
two,
cool.
It's about 2 assassins who end up killing a target, but that target's like 6-year-old daughter was like also happened to be there, so they ended up killing her dad, and they ended up taking her in because like they don't want to leave a kid alone. And it's like what's it called? I had a comp for this. I can't
Comps are that's coming up a lot the past 2 days for Lucas.
Yeah, yeah. I was just talking about comps the other day. That's interesting that you say that, Mickey.
Yeah.
But you don't know the comp for this one.
I'm gonna guess you were gonna say it's Spy Family meets Return the King. Return Kings. What's the one you really liked? Mickey,
Ranking of Kings. That's
Ranking of Kings.
I would, but Spy Family is an interesting one because I think that was the comparison. If you've seen Spy Family, but yeah, the one is just like one of the assassins is just like a goofball, but he's also like a neat freak, and the other is like a slob addicted to video games, and very stoic most of the time, but they're both killers for hire.
Okay.
And they end up raising this little girl because they killed her dad.
Okay. Buddy daddies for all you anime lovers out there. Okay.
On the topic of anime real quick, I just gotta say, because I was on Crunchyroll the other day, and I don't have a name for this yet, but I'm thinking I might make it a recurring segment. Some of these anime names these days are
they're whack.
So
whack.
Wait, can you name a few? Can we log on to Crunchyroll?
There's one right now, and I'm looking at it on Crunchyroll. It's called this is, quote, the title, quote, a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life. And title. That's
wow.
And
Is that
like
a translation error? Is that a weird translation thing?
Bro, I don't know.
No, there's just the actual titles. Like, probably the one I'm watching this season that probably has the longest title is Our Dating Story: The Experienced You and the Inexperienced Me. That one's just like a little slice of life.
And then there's another one just called I'm in Love with the Villains.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Some of these is The Order a Rabbit, The Ice Guy and His Cool Female Colleague.
I actually watched that one.
Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Damn. How was the ice one, Mickey? Was that
It was
10?
okay.
Real quick. Okay.
Like it shows like the mundane work life and like socializing outside of it. That's pretty much what it's about.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, some of these names.
Yeah, one is I'm giving
insane.
the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness.
The Aristocrats of the Otherworldly Adventures, serving gods who go too far. Jesus.
Yeah,
real
some of
quick,
these titles are wild.
we gotta wrap up soon.
Yeah.
I do want to go through real quick my movie
Yes,
faves
please.
for
Yeah,
2023. Although I would love to talk about crazy anime titles on Crunchyroll for longer. So this was actually a cool year for me because I watched all of the Oscar nominees from 2022 in early 2023. So I watched like Banshees of Inisherin, Tar, The Whale, Bullet Train.
Oh, I watched Banshees this year too. That was
Yeah.
great. I watched
Yeah,
Bullet
it's
Train
really-
this year. Fuck.
Elvis, All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, which I really loved actually. Some stuff that came out this year that I really want to shout out. Obviously, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, super shout out. I really had a fantastic movie watching experience because we all saw that together and we're drunk when we got to the AMC. That was awesome. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, fucking amazing. Super, 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 super good. Can't wait for the next one. I also watched Asteroid City. That was
How
another
was
really
that?
great one. It was good. It was good.
Okay.
I actually liked it. I think a lot more than most people. I think some people were trying to hate on it, but I enjoyed it.
Better or
I
worse than Budapest Hotel?
Worse, but Budapest Hotel is like one of his best.
Okay.
So that's tough. Oppenheimer, pretty disappointed in that one. Was really, really not into Oppenheimer. I gave that one a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Barbie, on the other hand, 4.5 stars on Letterboxd. I very much enjoyed Barbie. And shout out, I actually watched Barbie in Mexico City when I was out there. So our last night out, we went to the movies and caught that one. It was very, very fun.
English subtitles or Spanish dubs?
Spanish subtitles.
Spanish subtitles. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't give me that option,
I didn't
but
think
yeah,
about it.
you got it. And then late in the year, I've seen obviously The Killer, Killers of the Flower Moon, which was probably my favorite
I watched
movie of
Killer
the year.
too. Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon was probably my favorite movie of the year. But then there's some Netflix movies. I caught Reptile. Well, The Killer's also a Netflix movie. And yeah, actually it was a big list. I think I watched like over 100 movies this year, just going off of my list, both for this year and outside of it. But it was good. Oh yeah, I saw The Little Mermaid too earlier in the year. Pretty disappointing, as one could imagine.
We saw The Self this year.
The Self
We
came
did
out
watch
this
The
year.
Self this
That's
year.
true. We did watch
Yeah.
The Self. That was really cool
What?
at the Burbank International Film Festival as well. So that was cool.
Aren't you planning on distributing that online?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
I'm fighting for it.
All right.
That's a whole nother thing. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I did also watch. I think I was the only person that watched it. Did anybody here watch it?
Nope.
Oh, I watched it. Yeah.
I
didn't
I
watch
watched that
that.
movie too.
Yeah.
I was
I heard-
disgustingly high during that movie.
Yeah. I wish I was. It probably would have been more
was-
fun.
I was not having fun. I was very uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was like melting in my chair. I was
Oh,
that
jeez.
kind of-
Okay.
Yeah, it
Not
was that
good,
kind of
not
high.
good.
Yeah.
And I also watched Halloween for the first time this year during Halloween. So
Oh.
that was really cool.
You watched that one. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was a pretty good year for movies. Again, like kind of the main highlights for me are Killers of the Flower Moon, The Killer, Asteroid City was great, Spider-Man, just holy shit, awesome. That's probably
It's
top
pretty
two.
delayed, I think, unfortunately, because of the strike.
Yeah, because of all that. And then Barbie was awesome, man. I don't understand how people could be hating on that movie. I hope it wins some stuff, gets nominated for some stuff, but I really enjoyed my experience with that. And there's still like so much that I didn't see this year. Like apparently the new Godzilla is incredible.
That's another.
I haven't seen Boy and the Heron yet. I haven't seen Past Lives yet. Anatomy of a Fall, I have not seen yet. Poor Things just dropped. I have not seen that one either. So there's just a lot of really amazing movies. Seriously, I think it's been the best year for games in a long time. It's been one of the best years for movies now that we've kind of gotten out of the post-pandemic funk. There's just been a lot of really good stuff
And
coming
drifted
down
away from the Marvel
pipeline.
shit.
Yeah, and like nothing of that I've said here is like a Marvel property pretty much at all. So I mean, nothing's a Marvel property. So it's just been
Incredible.
nice to get a lot of
healing.
cinema. Yeah,
Cinema
that's what it
is
feels like.
healing.
It just like there is like the fact that we had Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same opening weekend like was such a huge in the summer. It was like massive box office success for both those movies, especially Barbie, and it's just great to see. I just love it. So we ate really well for movies. Obviously, I didn't watch a ton of TV this year, but you know, Succession, Beef. I started watching Sopranos, so that's been fun. And yeah, of course, like we talked about at the top, like video games were phenomenal this year too. So there's just been nonstop good content. There's no reason anybody should be getting laid off.
Yep. Agreed.
And we come full
Hard agree.
circle.
Hard
Yeah.
agree.
We have come full circle.
All right, and just one more anime title I have to mention. A herbivorous dragon of 5,000 years gets unfairly villainized.
Is that seriously a title?
That is seriously a title.
Oh my god. A herbivorous dragon
Of 5,000
years gets oh my god.
Let me see if I can find my wackiest title that I've seen.
What kind of
The world's
titles?
finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat.
Oh, I
That's
saw
a
that
title?
one too.
That's
yeah.
the title?
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
this like a
here's
style?
another one. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. History's strongest Demon King reincarnates and goes to school with his descendants.
Is this like a Google keyword hack or something? Like what? How is this happening? Like how are
have
these
no
titles
idea.
this?
I'm a
This
fan
is
of it,
crazy.
though. This is fun.
Okay, can we wrap it up here?
We
What do you
could.
think?
I think
I think we
so.
can wrap it up
Yeah.
on the
That's good.
herbivore dragon demon king history thing.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Cool.
All right, everyone. As always, give the podcast a follow. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at TFP Podcasts. Coming out in the Discord. You can find the Discord in the link of any of our link trees, or if you go to our website, linksforplaying.live, where we have some great written content, as well as all the links to our socials, including our YouTube channel, and of course, a link to get into the Discord. And of course, as well, you should just email at linksforplayingpod@gmail.com. Let us know what you're thinking about. Let us know what you're wishing for Christmas this year. I want an air fryer. All right, everyone.
You already have one?
It's kind of dying.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very sad actually. I've
That's
had
very
it for,
sad,
yeah. All right, everyone. This has been. Thanks for playing. Catch you next time. Skibbity bop. Thanks for Playing is a production of Good Ideas Only. Your hosts are Lucas Luna and Matt Rockaby.
Our music was done by the impeccable Sammy Luna, and our logo design was done by the talented Isaac Palestino. Special thanks to the Roll Call Bunch and Red Circle.